Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Crafting with Class. Today, I'm bringing you the second part of Create 2025. These are the day two projects. So let's take a look. Welcome to day two of Anna Griffin Create 2025. Today's day focused on generosity for our project. So the first class was generosity cards. So we made two interactive cards. So let me show you what the card looked like. So this is card one, and I pretty much stuck with the design for this. And let me show you. So here it is. And then it does have a ribbon closure along the side. And then when you open it, look at the pop-up. Isn't that so cute? Oh, so pretty. And so I will definitely be using this as a Christmas card. And so I do have the Merry Christmas at the bottom. And this is where you can put like a gift card or, whatever. But I just thought that was so beautiful. And there's the back. All right, for card two, this is what it looked like. And I pretty much stuck with most of the design, but I changed up some of the elements so they'd be more Christmassy. So here is my version. So as you can see, it's very similar, except I have a Christmas sentiment and then some Christmas florals. And then when you open it, you have the gift card right there. So the gift card pops in the middle. I pretty much kept this the same. The sentiment still worked for me. And then I added some little gold snowflakes. And then here's the bottom part of it. So there's a pocket down here. And so we made this little card, which is really cute. And then you can write your sentiment. And then it tucks right in like that, which I thought was so cute. So here's the look at it. So yeah. Now, this is another one that right here, it was like all open and it just was not looking finished. So I was like, Anna, what is going on? So I just put a scrap piece of paper so you can see. And I mean, it covered it up pretty much when I put this layer on, but I just really, didn't want to see all the inner workings. So that was a quick fix. And then I just added, a little trim there. But I loved how it came out. I thought it's so beautiful. So yeah, this was the second card in our generosity card class. And here are both cards. For class number 5, so the second class of day 2, it was generosity gifts. And we created 6 tags. And so like this is for tag 1. Now, per my usual, I turned every single tag into cards. So there were 6 tags that were made for this class. So I made, about 8-10 cards. I don't even remember, but I will show them to you because I don't really need tags. I have some that I bought from Costco and they're so cute. They're beautiful. And, tags get thrown out. So this is too much work to do for a tag. So I made the tags and put them on cards. So let me show you. All right, so since the tags are mostly double-sided, that's how I ended up with double. So let me take the envelope out. And so here's the first one. So what I did is I made the tag for the class, and then I just, put it on a card. So that's pretty much it. And so these cards are either from my stash or they were included in the in the box. So there's the first one. Here is the next one. So basically, this is like the back of this tag, right? So for one tag, I got 2 cards, which I definitely could use more of. So there's this one. And then here's the next one. So I love that. And, again, I made it Christmassy because I need Christmas cards. And this year she didn't have like a Christmas card class, where we make like a dozen Christmas cards. So I had to improvise. All right, so here is the next one. So you'll see the front of the tag. And then I just kind of switched it up to, make it more Christmassy. There's that one. And then there is this one. So this is the other side of the tag. So again, and this was like a scrap border. But I liked how it framed the tag. So see, the scraps will even work when it's Anna's beautiful papers. Here is the next one. And I think this was like a really dimensional tag because I ended up getting 3 cards out of this one. So there's that one. And then here's the next one, very pink Christmas. And then there's this one, that's landscape. So those are the cards that I made. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I made eight cards, and then I had one left over. So I decided to make an ornament from it since we had these included in the kit, and we don't have any ornaments for this class, tier, because I love the ornaments from the last few years, but meh, it's okay. So I just used this extra one instead of making another card. I just decided to make it an ornament. So there it is. But so yeah, so that was the generosity gifts class. We're on to the third class of day 2. So this class was called Generosity Boxes, and we made this generosity post box, and it came out so amazing. But oh my goodness, did I mess up like 100 times on this? I don't know if it was me, maybe, or what, but yeah. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can zoom out a little bit so gives you a better look. But this box is a nice size, so you can see I had to like MacGyver it with some tape. I don't know what happened. I felt like, did I measure wrong or what? Anyway, so here you can see how it looks. I'll give you a looky before I measure it. But that's the sides, really, really pretty. Here's the back, so little interactive elements. Here's the other side, and then here's the front. And so here you have two interactive elements. So I loved how we kind of folded the post box to make it like 3D. I love this. And then so there you can stick letters in there, and then you can open this up and get whatever little goodies you put in there. So how fun to have like little gifts in there, gift cards or money, little treats, because it can hold quite a bit. So there's that. So yeah, the box itself, let me see, is about 6¼ inches, and it is 5 inches for depth of the box, but the biggest die is 6½ inches. So yeah, it's so cute. And I'm definitely going to put the cards in here that I've made so far, so I have them ready to go. But oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It was a lot of work, but I love how it turned out. And I think that even though I made so many mistakes for whatever reason on this box, I love how it turned out. So yeah, so this was the generosity boxes. And that's a wrap for day 2 of Anna Griffin Create 2025. Here's a look at the finished projects for this class that I created. And I'm so glad to have these extra cards for Christmas because I will definitely need them. And they will be all housed in this really cute box. And hopefully it will last for years to come. If not, I will make another one that I hopefully won't mess up 100 times on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the projects for today, and I will catch you in day 3. Until next time, bye. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested, here are a couple more Anna Griffin videos. Bye.